Right? We're ready. I changed the colors in the left sidebar thing to piss yellow for our golden route. Begin the game. Hard mode. Because of course. Now, all we have to do is win. And we should remember to equip Roland and Serenoa with revival items, especially Roland.
The kingdom of Glenbrook, through which
we're gonna get the full story in this, outside of the mandatory split in Chapter 3.
A land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these three powers was all too common.
I love the low-quality fire JPEG, or GIF, I guess.
To fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the three powers at last negotiated a truce. The Nozelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm.
Are you sure about that?
30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Chapter 1, A Young Hawk Soars. Again, for the 4th time.
Lord Serenoa? Good morning.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Now that I've seen all 3 endings, which one was the worst game and or story-wise? Gameplay-wise, the worst one was the Esfrost ending, because the two battles you have outside of Hyzant really suck. Because it's a flat land with no real advantage, and you're fighting a bunch of people with movement advantages.
Possible to keep it a secret.
It's a very boring map. The final fight, though, is pretty interesting.
But you must
Very fun, pretty fun with the whole plot twists and shit.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure.
The second worst would definitely be
what I do know is that the people rejoice
would be
for us
the one we just did.
The future.
Because escort missions are never fun.
As the future Lord of House Wolffort, I must rise to the occasion.
Even if we did on the first try, it's still never fun.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
In terms of story...
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
I still kind of like the Esfrost one.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
So soon?
Benedict's route loses in gameplay but wins in
the river's waters
story.
Have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then, let us be on our way.
And also, I kind of like this Centralia ending outside of Serenoa dying, because obviously Serenoa dying is not good. Okay, let's double check our roster. So Benedict is the worst. Worst in gameplay, best in story. Okay. He has the direction you're on. Good. So does he. Benedict doesn't have anything on. Let's fix that. Benedict is the worst, and Roland is the complete opposite. I'd have to write it down to actually be able to write everything out. Or chart everything out. I don't think we need that. Maybe I'll just give him double... No, she has a speed bracelet and she's pretty good with it. You don't have to worry about status effects in the first stage. She doesn't need the grounding amulet, so let's just give her speed. You can benefit from a speed bracelet or amulet. We won't be able to buy a fourth one until later. Yeah, you don't need that. Like a message on my phone? From whom? Oh, advertisements. Always gets me so excited when I see somebody texting me, because nobody ever texts me. Or calls me, really. I never figure anything out unless I ask them, like, what's going on. They don't tell me, especially if it's important events. They never tell me shit. Alright. I'm gonna plant the save, like, on the world map. Here we are. Got our 3 end cards. Only 1 remains. And as Frosty Warship arrives at Wolfwood Harbor, where a woman with rose-colored hair and her attendant disembark. Also, in terms of things for, observation missions, unless we have to do something, we're just gonna skip to the end. No reason to stick around in those. Not when it's not necessary. Although we do need to do a couple.
For the escort. You are free to go.
But Lady Frederica,
One in Hyzant, one in the Golden Route split.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't let you down.
The real question is, how are you going to win this, this fight? This fight is incredibly stupid.
Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said,
And also she says respite,
seem
isn't
we've
it respite?
arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late.
Yeah, it's
This is a
respite.
momentous day for Esfrost.
She pronounces it
entire
wrong.
realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please. Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
That pendant will be important later.
You brought that pendant with you?
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
I forgot the blood-curdling screams.
Thank you kindly, little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa?
Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
Alright, we're saving outside here because we don't have a chance to leave if we enter, I think. But anyway, we are on hard mode, as you can see. Shortly after their arrival, Frederica and Gila are waylaid by bandits. Meanwhile, Cyranoa makes his way to the harbor. The hardest mission in the game. Let's go.
What do you intend to do with us?
Make you our little hostages, is all. And wring every last coin out of the duchy and House Wolfort.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellan? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! The ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking two innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
Who are you exactly? A band of common brigands from the looks of it.
Who are you exactly? A band of common brigands from the looks of it.
Got you curious, huh? You can call me Travis. Leader of the fiercest band of brigands this realm's ever seen.
And I'm his daughter, Trish. We've 100 men at our beck and call. You'd be wise to surrender while you have the chance.
A bluff, to be sure. I doubt the man would lead his own daughter into battle if he truly commanded such an army.
Most astute, my lord. This is doubtless the extent of their mighty band.
No, they do have a few more people.
Enough of your whispering. Now tell us who you are, you bloody cowards.
Only a fool would reveal such precious knowledge to his foe.
Hey! Who you calling a fool? Enough of this! You'll regret ruining our plans!
To arms, my lord.
Stand back, the both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am a teacher of the arcane
My
arts,
lady.
and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner.
What are you doing here?
Let us talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rouse.
I believe we just immediately start, right? Yeah. Beset by brigands.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence.
I wish we
is
had
admirable,
numbers.
At least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolfort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. My turn. Give 'em a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you'll receive your due reward.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. Ready for battle. We're just trying to make a living here.
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. Let us pry out their weakness.
Let's screw with them a bit.
Now.
Mess up their movement.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolfort. You will pay for your crimes. For the honor of House Wolfort. Charge!
Alright, so here's my plan.
You don't
Double stabbing.
Did you see that? Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. Cool heads shall prevail.
Here's the plan. Where you at? Light wave. Yeah, he'll probably end up getting hurt or dying. But he has a survival item.
Be at ease.
Thank you.
So we'll eventually be able to puddle up in a line to block off any
We must
points
defend
of
ourselves from this danger that threatens us.
stuff.
Allow me.
I guess I could also flame shield. I have to move closer. Get in range of that guy. It's worth it. We can heal. Give him flame shield because he's gonna get blasted by
Good of
all those dudes.
You're open.
Hope you're ready.
There's the revive.
Make way.
Forward!
Hmm. Goodness.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. This must work.
Coming through!
Make way! Take that!
Let me show you what I've learned. With the powers in me.
Charge! My lance strikes true!
I shall do what I can.
I don't believe anybody else is hurt. Let's do cure wounds then.
Your wounds are healed.
Sorry to worry you. Maybe next. Back at you.
My turn.
Defeat is not an option.
You're going to be going in turn 3. And I guess you're going to be providing healing. The Sweep Slash.
I'll make this quick.
I shall try my level best. Let us reverse our fortunes.
Okay, expected that as well.
That worked, huh?
Coming through!
I cannot lose.
Alright, she'll have to move back to where it's safe. Remove units from the field, that's more important.
2 ashes.
Charge! Be gone!
We still haven't burned any of our equipables.
Cool heads shall prevail.
You being hurt is most important.
Your wounds are
This will be of great use.
And now Trish can only attack the front line.
Impressed?
Ready for
2 of them having revives. Oh. Forgot about their jump shenanigans.
I see a
Wait.
path to victory.
Did he use up his revival thing? He had a revival bracelet on. Did it unequip it from him? Well, there goes the entire formation that we had. What fucking bullshit.
We make it up here.
For the honor of House Wolfort. Perish.
My stratagem is superior.
God, you had me. That hit the mark.
Yeah!
It hurts.
Do I actually have something I can use? Revitalize. He has his resurrection earring on. Did he? I guess he used it. I don't remember him using it though, for some reason.
thousand thanks.
Point me at him! Take that!
I shall do what I can.
Bullseye!
I'm behind you.
Sorry to worry you. Impressed? I'm a fool.
My turn.
Impressed?
Victory is not yet out of reach.
Five units this whole first mission is pretty much impossible. Not without a shit ton of luck, I guess. Maybe you could hole up right here instead? Yeah, puts everybody in Trish's range.
Let us reverse our fortunes.
Point me at him! Yeah!
Damn it!
I cannot lose.
Flames, heed my call!
I won't lose! You don't stand a
My
chance!
stratagem isn't that seem to
Shall
work.
we begin?
I'm behind you.
This will be of great use. There is no mercy on the battlefield. Just as I planned.
Point me at him!
Hey, she missed for once.
I can still stand.
Flames, heed my call!
It's not over yet.
Yeah, not when every unit has a chance of just causing instant death.
Damn it all! This can't be!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Last big healing item. Oh, she's running away.
Heads shall prevail.
Okay, this actually gives us a chance.
Your wounds are deep.
Sorry to worry you.
Ready for battle!
I can still stand.
They're out of range for all the ice stuff. Red's fires.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Alright, we each get a free hit. Survive.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Be at ease. You have my gratitude.
Charge!
Alright. This might get Frederica killed. She'll live. Only one of them can attack her. But it all rides on this. It's on this hitting.
Breathe your last!
Looks like a miss. Oh, it actually landed. Okay.
Ready for battle!
At this rate,
Scorch is the better move.
2 actions.
Try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I must find a way.
See, that's 113 versus... $110.
I'm afraid this may hurt.
Ready for battle.
Let me heal your wounds.
Items, baby.
Perhaps you'll enjoy this.
For victory!
They never miss.
Point me at him.
This is troubling.
I cannot lose.
Cool heads shall prevail.
For one and all.
Sorry to worry you.
Oh, I got the confirmation for your job. Not sure if I read that, but congratulations.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I will end this.
Let me heal your wounds.
I like the laughing as she wanders around randomly.
I see a path to victory.
Kind of funny.
This must work.
Ha ha ha! Walks 1 space in
Allow me.
a random direction.
Point me at him.
Yep.
I shall do what I can.
The AI went full retard. It's got no idea what's going on. Guess we'll move in.
Charge!
No time like the present.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Point me at him.
I fight for peace.
Cool heads shall prevail.
I won't lose!
Point me at him.
Did you only have 3 spaces of
There
movement?
is no mercy on the battlefield.
Now she's got 4. He has 5. You would think 5 movement would equate to, there's hard to see puddles everywhere. That's what's going on.
I will end this.
Ready for battle.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I shall do what I can.
For victory!
Are you going
I
into that
will
corner?
end this.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Yeah, I just decided to throw us a bone.
I shall do what I can.
I'll take it.
I won't lose!
I fight for peace.
Shame Sarah Noah died, though.
Point me at him.
I see a path to victory.
I shall do what I can. Fear not, for I am by your side.
My turn.
Allow me.
Perfect opportunity.
Let us pry out their weakness.
There we go.
Ow!
Charge! Breathe your last!
My strategy is superior. That seemed to work.
Cool heads shall prevail.
You won't beat me.
Allow me.
And magic.
Flames.
We did it.
You'll rue this day, you bastards!
We beat the hardest hard mode mission. Because the AI decided to have a field day and get all wonky. But hey, we didn't have to do it twice.
Wait, I know that face! That's the Wolfort Lordling!
What's that you say?
Wolfort? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
For a bunch of no-good thieves, at least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be?
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement.
Kick the back of my computer desk.
I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolfort
At least that one was with my good
new
leg.
home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows. Though, I dare say that it bodes well for Wolfort that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Your Highness!
Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
Ring. That'll be important later. I didn't even remember that was a
This
thing.
ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been...
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolfort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
As long as they don't regard
On behalf of House
Centralia.
Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
You may think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
If it is not too forward of me to say so, I find it beautiful.
If it is not too forward of me to say so, I find it most beautiful.
Thank you, my lord. But you need not flatter me.
I said only what I mean. I have always been fond of roses, and your hair is as beautiful as any of them.
I adore them too.
Then it would seem we have something in common.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolffort.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Yay! Well, it's not like they weren't already in our forces, but... they have story-wise joined our forces.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolffort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations.
You know, I always thought Frederica's model always, like the face in the model looked a little off to me. I figured it out. She's got a big-ass forehead.
Which continues even now, decades after the war.
You just had to shift the face a little bit up, and that tiara a little bit higher, and you're good.
Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
What's going on over here? At Whitehome Castle of Glenbrook's royal family, preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. Yeah, so you'll be watching all the side stories as well. As long as they don't forget them. This is the full story. This is just dramatic irony. Stuff that Serenoa doesn't see.
I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
And I wish it was just gout in the foot. Gout in the knee is so bad.
Faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
But of course, Your Highness.
You're like the painkiller drugs that I've been taking have stopped helping much.
Is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War.
Oh, they mentioned Groma Ironfist here.
If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshal of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened.
He knows because he knows about the dealings.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife.
Him and his father just let it stride for the good of everyone.
Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
And also, now that I think about it, it's very fitting that Claris is the bookmaker for this.
Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke.
Considering he runs a different arena.
They will be joining the festivities in Archduke
Or,
Gustadolf's
no, that's Patriot. Is Claris there too? Oh yes, he is, okay.
Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential.
They're sort of similarly scummy, although Patriot a little bit more so.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? In the observation sections, I'm going to talk with any important people. I am not going to interact with random NPCs. That way we get their view on the situation at hand. So pretty much anyone named, or will be named.
Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, just, no one laughed. Just keep it going. Oh, it's not over yet.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
At ease, Huet. I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huet. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
Alright. Having routed the bandits, Serenoa and his retinue make their way back to Castle Wolfort.
Welcome back, the both of you.
No.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
That trick chair made some nice sounds.
I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
He does a pretty good job at defending.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
I would like Hyzant destroyed.
They are my family just the same, and from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
So happy. I hope nothing bad happens to ruin this.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
As you are well aware, there are two events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the three nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords!
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura.
And
from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
Warned by him then.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in.
Yeah, you can join.
Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health?
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Put a little padding under my legs, see if that helps my having to lean all the way back in my chair issue. Lord Simon, head of House Wolfort, welcomes Frederica into his home as both his future daughter-in-law and the symbol of Glenbrook and Esfrost's unity. Until a few chapters in the future. At least. Daddy!
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
Been a while since we've actually seen him.
I am Frederica of
Kind of skipped all of his stuff before.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all
Oh yeah,
mine.
that's what he looked like. Man, that is such a good mustache.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Okay, thought I recognized the voice. It's Geralt again. Except he's speaking with an accent.
And yet, I am set to marry.
So once again, Geralt, the guy who plays Geralt, is playing a dad who dies partway through the story. Don't want to say midway because it's more like 3/4 way in this game.
Listen well.
It
Yes,
is.
Father.
It's chapter 15, and yeah, 17 is a split decision.
Was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, No matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Father!
Lord Simone!
I am an old man, and
Don't
my
call an
health
ambulance, I
is
can't
not
afford
what
it.
once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
Promotion!
But, Father, I'm not ready to...
Head of House Wolfort.
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
As long as you don't have any foolish notions of chasing myths.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Game.
Years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success.
I'm trying something with... I'm trying to put on that knee brace that I folded to use as a thing.
Among those who would
set under
forge
my
this
foot.
road is Serenoa Wolfort.
It's not like anything
Inheriting
important's
the title
happening.
of Lord Wolfort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Just want to see if using neighbors will help. Chapter 2, to arms, brave warriors. There, that's the important part.
Welcome to Castle Wolford, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I
Too
must
much
admit,
swelling in the knee.
the news of the union between
Gout
your
is a
son and Lady
bitch.
Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Coincidence.
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son?
Oh.
As I recall.
Now I think about it.
Sarah Noah Wilford.
This is a very ironic situation.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
You got
My son
a,
still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage
you got someone from the Esfrosti royal family who isn't anything like the normal people. And then you have Serenella, who is not even son of the Lord here.
Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both.
They're
I
both
imagine
almost
the lords and
royalty.
ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolfort, as will I.
Or a phrase that at least is similar to that.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Orselian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
I need that.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. Let's see, are there any named NPCs? Hey, Anna. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolfort. Hey, Benedict. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragan's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. There is no rest for young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land, so that we might share the weight of your duties. It's just like him to gallivant off without nary a word of farewell. Bill, I suppose this this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? To know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridor told me, perhaps in more colorful words. I haven't known Eridor for long, but those words are undeniably his. Perhaps I ought to take a page out of his book, as I've done regrettably little relishing since I arrived. You needn't push yourself, Frederica. Time is something we do not lack. Once matters have settled, I'll give you a tour of Wolfort myself. Thank you, Serenoa. I very much look forward to that. I believe I'll enjoy it here. I look forward to the day I can truly call it home. Do I talk to the important decisions, too? We're playing hide and seek till Doc comes home. I need a place to hide, and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father won't allow anything bad to happen to you. That's a red flag, dude. Don't say that. Oh well, Doc got awful mad when I climbed up on the rooftops. Awful mad. That anger comes from a place of concern. I'm not saying you shouldn't hide, but promise you'll keep your safety in mind. Aye, a promise with my lord is as good as gold. Doc will be glad to hear it. Thought that was like a shopkeeper. Hey, Eridor. Still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. Is there any other important people? Can't remember if there's anybody hiding in buildings in this town. Hey, Dragan. This town is prosperous, and its people have faith in their lord, an impressive achievement by my experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragan. My apologies, but your apology should be mine. I'm Serenoa Wolfort. I come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual in my arrival. The longest time allows. Alright. Also got to do the most important thing here. Gotta interact with the kitty. Wait, is that an item? No, just a sparkle from the water. Kitty. Alright, we're good. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragan and I had best not arrive late. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
Salt.
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This
yes,
is the
they're quoting
foundation
that,
of
but
the
do you
teachings
believe
that
it?
guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
The children of the crown speak of their father, King Regna.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolffort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother...
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolffort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Back to the main story. The banquet ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Dragan, however, has something on his mind. And alcohol in his blood, I think, at this point in the story. Yep.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica.
Took longer than not
Forgive
got
me
resolved.
if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
So where do you get the noise complaints from? Are people like knocking on your door for it?
Approval.
Or do you have to resolve it?
Thank you, my lord.
Words
are you the one that handles all noise complaints?
A perfect match.
Sounds like the short end Sounds like you drew the short straw in that regard.
What sort of
Unless you're getting paid
did
for
Lady
it.
Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so
Again, you're saying the quiet part out loud.
Research at the archives. That's my grand
That's Frost is about.
Shall blast
The one with the skills. Get into positions. Not about blood relations.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a
I think
new
there was one
age
choice
of
left.
harmony
Yeah, there is.
and prosperity.
I think.
I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands.
I think it's like coming up in a second.
Matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be?
Yeah, here it is.
How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Everything will be happy. It'll all be sunflowers and rainbows.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose
Didn't I
to
choose this
believe
one?
we can
Yes, I'm pretty
overcome
sure it
our
was my
differences.
first choice.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are.
I'm answering however I want.
People
Again,
are ever eager
this
to
route.
follow a kind heart.
You don't have to worry too much about the choices. And I chose the other two?
I suspect
Maybe.
it shall be your strength going
I don't remember exactly. I think we did.
In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement.
Dan, calm down and just fall asleep.
As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of
So I remember it
building
was the
future.
moral and the liberty one.
Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn.
That's a shame. Because,
Whatever lies in our future, those
guess
who
I'll never
make
see the
it
utility
will
one ever.
mark their names in history, and mine will be written large for all to see. And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines.
Why don't
once
you just make all the
operations are
decisions?
underway.
I'll make the major story
I
ones, you can
shall-
make the random conversation ones.
Dragan, are you quite alright?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just
Like there's
lie
anybody else that could usurp the power from you. Nobody else watches this stream. At least nobody that at least wants to interact. Anyway, there we go. Dragan's
It
out.
would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
It's a good thing we're in a European setting and not a Japanese setting, or else that could be embarrassing.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
Can't afford it. Healer.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Simone gathers the members of House Wolford to announce his abdication. Actually, what time is it? 12:08. Okay. I think I'm gonna turn in for the night then. Might be a good idea, just to do it a little bit earlier rather than later. We got a lot of story to burn through. Alright. Till next time. Have a good night.